I'm Anil Kumar. We will discuss word problem from linear systems. It's a review exercise for you. Here we have question number 8, page 438, as requested by my students. The question is, a boat took 5 hours to travel 60 km up a river against the current. The return trip took 3 hours. Find the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the current. So we need to find speed of the boat and speed of the current. First thing you should do is define your variables. You say let statement, right? Let speed of the boat be, let us say B, and then say let speed of the current be C. So first define your variables. Now we are working with distance, speed, time. So as recommended, draw a table. Now this table represents the relation between distance, speed and time. I'll also provide you with few links which will help you to practice similar questions, right? That's the whole idea. So we have distance, speed and time. You remember your distance, speed, time triangle, the relation between them? Draw that also, right? So these are the things which you should remember. Distance is product of speed and time, correct? So that is how we begin with. Now what is given to us? A boat took 5 hours to travel 60 kilometers upstream, right? So we say upstream, right? So distance is 60, right? Okay, let's write kilometers here, units, and it took 5 hours, 5 hours, and says against the current. Now if the speed of the boat is B and the current is C, then the speed should be their difference because it is going against the current. So it will be B minus C, and the units will be kilometers per hour. Normally we write units under these variables. Now these are the variables for us, and time of course will be in hours, looking into these units, right? So that is when going upstream. Now the return trip took 3 hours. So it's the same distance but down. Return trip of 60 kilometers. Higher speed, right? Return trip, both are in the same direction. Therefore lesser time. So that is how you can kind of relate them. Find the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the current. That is the question. So we need to find B and C. Now we have two conditions, and with these two conditions you can find two equations. So that gives you equation number 1 and this gives you equation number 2, correct? You get what? You get distance is speed into time. That is the relation. We know distance equals to speed into time. So distance here is 60. Speed is given to you in the second column, and the third column tells you the time. So we say 60, or let me write, 60 equals to B minus C times 5. So that is first equation, right? We can actually simplify this equation. We can divide 60 by 5 and we get what is difference between the speed of the boat and the current, right? So which is, if you divide this, you get 12, right? So that we get one equation. This second equation you can get from the second statement, which is 60 equals to B plus C times 3. Now again we'll simplify this. Dividing 60 by 3, you get 20 equals to B plus C, correct? So we have now two equations. So linear systems, you have more than one equation. You need two equations to solve for two variables. So if I do equation 1 plus equation 2, what do I get? So if I add these two equations, B plus B becomes 2B, minus C plus C becomes 0, right? And 12 plus 20 becomes 32, right? So we can write here as 2B equals to, so we are adding them, 20 plus 12, 32, right? So B is equals to 32 over 2, which is 16. Perfect. Now you could find C by placing the value of B in either of those equations and getting your answer. What we can also do is we can do equation 1 minus 2, right? Let us do 1 minus 2. In that case, what do we get? 12 minus 20 gives you minus 8. B minus B is 0, but minus C becomes minus 2C. I purposely done like this. Now C will be minus 8 divided by minus 2, which is 4, correct? So, as expected, both answers should be positive, right? If you are getting negative some way, you know you have made a mistake, right? So that is how we can solve both the equations. Now write down your answer very clearly. So what do we have? We have our solution and we say answer is, say speed of the boat is, write B, 16 units kilometers per hour and speed of the current is 4 kilometers per hour. So that is how such questions should be solved. Also go through the link and do a couple of similar questions to get ready for your test. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.